Do you think that Namaste's been like it was actually some dude was saying, "I'm a stay, I'm a stay, Namaste."
Yeah.
Oh, Namaste. I think that, and then maybe that's where that comes from.
Probably is.
Yeah.
Most foreign languages are actually just weird little English phrases.
For now. Well, I figure because all the alien races speak English, so
clearly in Japanese, if somebody says thank you and you want to say you're welcome, you say do itashimashite, but people say don't touch my mustache. That's how you remember that.
But now I'm going to actually say don't touch my mustache.
Well, if you slur it together enough, it just
don't
sounds
touch
like
my mustache.
You're doing it right. If you're just like don't touch my mustache, it just kind of sounds like you're terrible at speaking Japanese, but you're making a good effort. See, so you get credit.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Now I'm with you. now
how are you?
I'm okay. Today's weird.
Today's weird. Uh-oh. What's up?
I'm not going to talk about it.
Okay.
I feel like
everybody.
I feel like there needs to be enough distance
to
protect the innocence. To protect the innocent. I think that there must be enough distance and time. I don't know, like 2 weeks I'll probably do.
2 weeks. Okay. Well, Pin.
Did you lose power today with that lightning strike?
No. Well, what time was that?
I don't know. The time the clock stopped.
All the clocks went off. Yeah.
I don't know. Let's ask Doc. I don't know what time it was. Why am I looking at my phone? I'm looking at my phone like it's going to tell me what time it was when lightning struck.
Hey Siri.
I've realized that I not only have this expectancy that if I'm doing something in the real world that I can hit an undo button. Like we've talked about that.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
A metaphysical Ctrl-Z.
That still happens. But now I find myself going to a device to look up something that either it clearly doesn't know, won't know,
it just happened to you.
Or I know I know this. I already know that. Why am I looking this up? I know.
Oh, so you're almost relying on it as a crutch, and sometimes you just don't need it.
It's the MapQuest effect.
Yeah.
Because I used to have no problem finding places ever, and then once you start relying on, well, first it was MapQuest, right, and then Yahoo Maps and stuff, and then eventually Google, blah 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 blah. Now I don't know where I'm going most of the time.
Yeah.
Because I will load Waze up. I have Waze going even for a normal commute because except for going to Disney World, it does not know how to get to Disney World properly. But other than that, I will have Waze going.
Some Google that doesn't know that too.
Well, I just want to know whether I should consider a rerouting.
Right, it's a traffic thing, yeah.
Traffic, accident, whatever, right?
Sure.
But by doing that, I just rely on it.
Mm-hmm.
And so I don't pre-map anything. I used to be, you're going somewhere, you look at the map. You see, okay, where am I going? Okay, and then in your head, you do the exactly how many right turns, how many left turns, blah, blah.
Right, and you just do major turning points, right?
You do the Joey thing where you stand in the map.
Yeah.
Not actually, but like in your head.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course. And you just go like, I got to turn right at this city. You're not even worried. That, like if you're doing a road trip.
When I get to Columbus.
Right.
Go
it's
left.
Like, coming down here from back home, you would you take a right at Lake City.
Yeah.
And then when you get to Wildwood, you take a left.
Yeah, not Wildwood, New Jersey, kids.
No. I think it's called Wildwood, right? That you get on the turnpike.
Why do you expect me to know?
Well, I don't know.
No, seriously, why would you expect...
I guess we were just talking about.
When's the last time I drove in that direction to here? December 2018? And I don't even know that I came from that direction because I was coming from California, so I was coming from. I would have been coming from like Gainesville area.
Yeah, that's the same. Yeah, that's
okay.
75. Yeah.
Okay. Well.
But like, yeah, when I got here, I mean, I still put like Disney Springs into the map because I don't. I can probably do it.
Oh, you do. But you definitely could. But you have a Tesla. Yeah. So like,
see, that's also the thing is that you're almost like not exactly shamed into doing it, but it's like, what's the point of this giant map if I'm not going to use it, right?
You're not really fully using the features of the car if you
don't tell it where you want to go and have it tell you where to go.
Right.
Yeah. Right. And so I feel like I just got the map here, and look, it's just me. I'm a triangle on the map, but I don't have the cool blue line that I follow.
Are you Phineas or are you Ferb? Which one was the triangle? Phineas or Ferb?
That's a good question. I would have to probably say Phineas, but I am
50-50 chance that you're right.
That only on probability. But yeah, like, but Google Maps, like sometimes when I put in, what was it? It was that
was a very Fraser Crane moment.
Grandestino Tower. It takes me. It's telling me to go way out east on Disney property. I don't know even where that would be if I went ahead and followed that. Mm-hmm. But it's like past Disney Springs. It's like, what? Where? What?
No, it's like the laws of physics don't really apply to Disney when it comes to directions. Like light bends around the place, similar to the no-fly zones and stuff. Like you just the normal laws of the world do not apply inside the Disney bubble.
Device.
And that includes traffic. Yeah, it just doesn't. Although, apparently if you have a helicopter, you can fly straight down the middle of the place. No problem.
I was thinking, and it's a little buzzy helicopter that's like little tiny, and it's like
they're running those tours constantly. It's not Disney running the tours; it's that place down in Kissimmee. But it's like, I'm like, oh my goodness, stop!
What are you getting out of that?
You mean flying by Disney?
Yeah, you're just going, look, there it is. Yeah,
that's kind of fun.
It doesn't look as cool from the air because that's not what it was designed to be seen from. So
no, it does. It definitely does not look at right.
Look at the parking.
Right.
There's a lot of cars down there. Yeah. Okay. Maybe $300, please.
Uh-oh. It's raining again.
Yeah. Off and on rain today. Weird.
It's Florida. #Florida.
I'm ready for the 3:00 squall to come back.
Well, that's what happened today. That's what happened today, and that's when the lightning struck. The
friggin' squall is still happening.
The lights went and then out.
Okay, I think I did see that. Now
and they went out completely, and then boom. Like
I didn't hear the boom, but I think I got disrupted energy over here because suddenly I lost connection with all the stuff, and then it all like screamed at me at once on my phone. Hey, we lost connection.
Oh, your notifications.
Yeah. But weirdly enough, I didn't get the never mind, it's all cool notification that we've talked about before.
See, that's what we need.
Emergency, everything's fine. What?
That's all I'm asking for.
So you want that? See, that annoys the crap out of me.
Just let me know it's fine.
I guess if you've already told me it's bad,
that's what I'm saying. Tell me
it's okay now.
Right? Tell me it's okay now. Like if the smoke detector, like would come back and say, "Oh, it's all good. No, it's my bad. My bad.
Fine. Nothing's on fire. It's cool.
It's okay. Everything's good." So I did get up on a ladder.
I ate a hot pepper. I thought things were on fire, but it turns out that's all it was.
I got up. So let's going back to the smoke detector thing for a moment. I don't want to.
Must revisit.
Yeah. So for the past week, I have been dealing with this by I've left Alex's door open because that's where the smoke detector was that went off.
Yeah.
With the theory that his room maybe got too warm, too cool. I'm not sure what in the middle of the night, but maybe by equalizing it with everything else, it would be better. All right. So that's one. And I wasn't looking for a scientific methodology or scientific approach to this. So I did multiple things at the same time. So we'll never know which thing actually worked. Number two, and mind you, the smoke detector the entire week was still hanging like the sword of Damocles from the little wire nuts. And
hanging
also
from its wire nuts.
It's very uncomfortable. And then I slept with my bedroom door ajar because I was afraid that I wouldn't hear it if it went off. I don't know why I was afraid of that. Like, if it goes off and I don't wake up, but there's no problem, why is that a problem?
Yeah,
I guess maybe I didn't want it to wake up Henry.
Going off is bad, but otherwise that would be pretty much an optimal outcome there.
I guess I didn't want it to wake up Henry, but then it turns out on one of those nights, so this was the other battle that was happening, is that Henry, because he stays up until whatever time in the morning, he was closing my bedroom door. So he would come out to the kitchen and then close the bedroom door, because our bedroom, the master bedroom, is like right off the kitchen. So he was closing that so he could turn a light on to get snacks.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's considerate.
Yeah, except then I would wake up all like, the door's closed. You know me.
The door closers are back. Oh no.
Right. And then one night he stayed up all night. He literally pulled an all-nighter.
Oh wow.
For who knows what reason. I said, see me at like 2 p.m. You're gonna tell me how you're feeling then. But I was all irritated.
Mountain Dews, just
I was irritated. I'm like, first of all, if you're pulling an all-nighter, why am I worried about the smoke detector going off? Why am I getting up with the dogs? Why am I like, making sure I put the clothes that I started laundry like this the night before, and then I'm like, I'm not staying up for this to put in the dryer, so I'm just gonna in the morning when I get up with the dogs, I was like, I could have had him do all these things. Like, next time you're pulling an all-nighter, let me know so I can give you a list of stuff. Because if you're going to be up all night,
I'll guarantee that he'll let you know.
If you're going to stay up all night, I'm going to put you to work, because those are hours that we all would love to have. But we can't.
I think he already had plans. I don't think he was just kind of sitting there awake.
And I used his language. I used the kids' language, because I'm cool. I'm cool like that. And I said, what were you
using the kids' language is tight.
I said, what were you grinding on? And,
Yellow.
Which doesn't mean that, apparently. That's the thing. Like,
really?
I'm hip to that. Yeah. So like, it doesn't
That's
mean
a dangerous thing to be hip to. You have to be sure it doesn't mean that anymore.
Definitely doesn't mean that. Not yet. And it means, like, you're up just like kind of working on something. Like, if you're in a game mode, you're just like, see, he was in Minecraft. I'm like, seriously, you're up all night for Minecraft? Like, tell me you're like building a real house.
I've spent ridiculous amounts of time playing Minecraft.
I know, and the stuff that they do. I mean, they like have circuits going.
I don't get into all that stuff. But I can see how that would be a thing that you would be like, oh, look, it's 8 a.m.
It's
I
insane.
had no idea.
all the stuff that they have. Anyway, so that happened, but that was it. And I don't know why. Why did I bring that up? Because of the smoke. Oh, because the smoke detector. I want the smoke detector to tell me everything's cool. Hey, buddy, it's all good. But I got up on a ladder yesterday. I dragged the ladder inside on my shoulder. It's one of those ones that like folds. It can go up high on either side. It can go really high. It's like,
it's got like the 3 bend points.
No, I wish it did that, but it's like it's just like I don't know. I'll have to take a picture and send it to you.
More complex than a usual ladder.
But it's heavy. I don't know why it has to be so heavy. Probably because I'm heavy, but it's like it's heavy, so it takes a lot, and it's not going to look pretty in the living room, so I can't just keep it in there. So I take it back to the bedroom, and my Aussie comes into the bedroom, and she's barking at me like, what are you doing? 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 Why do you need a ladder? Why do you need a ladder? Why do you need a ladder? I was like, just get out of here. So I climb up on the ladder. I had the battery going, a little 9-volt battery, right, that you love. And I get up there, and I look at it. I'm like, I don't know what to do. I don't like. This isn't that simple. Like, you can't, like, the wires. There's no like little flip lid thing where you're gonna like open that up and slip the battery in and close it. It's not like one of those like normal things. This has no obvious way to open, and the wires come from the wire nuts down into the thing in a way that I'm sure if I pull that off, I'm going to get electrocuted. So I probably would have to find the circuit breaker for it and shut it all off. And at that point,
and you know that's not going to be labeled. The circuit breaker that controls the smoke alarms, that's not going to be labeled.
I'm going to have to shut the entire house down basically to ensure, like, is the pool off? Is the pool pump off? Okay, we're good.
Because it'll be on the circuit with something like that. The smoke alarms and the light by the bathroom downstairs, and then, you know,
that outlet outside that no one uses.
Right. But only one of them, the one on the left side of the house. One on the right side of the house. That's on with the garage door opener.
Right. So I decide I'm just going to test it while I'm here. So I test it, little button. I push the button, hold the button in, and then it starts beep, beep, does this thing, right? Yeah. Well, when it does the test, it sets all of them off.
Oh, wow.
Because it's supposed to, I guess. So, because it's on like a circuit, I guess, or something. And so Henry emerges from his room, like, what's wrong? I'm like, it works. And then he explains, and as I was just testing the smoke detector, and he says, well, if they're all going off, wouldn't it be a fire detector? I'm like, I don't think it changes its name based on what it's doing.
Yeah, like, if it had a different beep when you actually set it on fire.
But I was like,
I guess
you were like, anyway, I was like, go back in your room. You're no good to me out here. So, so then I look at this, and then I can see also there's like some foam around the edges. This thing just I can't figure out how to get at this. So I decide that the battery inside must be fine.
I'm sure it's fine.
So I put it back up there. But the other thing is, like, it's not, oh, that's the other thing I found. It's kind of janky in one spot because, like, it had a piece of Scotch tape on it.
And you didn't put the Scotch tape there?
No. In this one spot. And I'm like, but I don't know what that is. I don't know what's going on. So I just kind of put it back up there and twisted it a little bit, and it feels snug. I don't think it's actually set in place very well. I'm pretty sure it's probably going to drop down as soon as gravity's been working on it long enough. It'll just fall down again. But I don't know what do I do now, Marcus? I can't. I mean, I'm going to have to hit YouTube or something and figure out.
You're clearly going to die in a fire.
Or I'm going to have to call. I can't call an electrician or something like this. It's embarrassing.
Yeah, it does seem like overkill.
I can't say, hey, I need an electrician to come in because I don't know how to change a battery in my fire smoke detector. It's just,
and I don't understand
why does it have to be this hard?
The concept of testing the smoke alarm and having them all go off as part of the test, because
it says weekly on the thing too.
The only thing, that's nuts. And the only thing you're sure is going off is the one that's right in front of your face. Like, how can I tell that the one 2 floors up is going off?
Well, you have to send a buddy.
Well, see, how stupid is that?
You need a smoke buddy.
I can't test my smoke alarms unless I have like 3 other people with me.
You need to.
That's weird.
It's like a smoke alarm party.
And they're loud as hell. So like the other one that's in the room, I can't tell that one's going off because this one is like 700 decibels. Yeah, it's weird. You should be able to push the button and have it blink really fast green, and then for like 30 seconds. So you can just kind of walk through the house and say, all right, blinking green, blinking green, blinking green, blinking green. All right,
30 seconds? Good. You can't walk through your house in 30 seconds.
Or whatever.
You're going to fall down the stairs.
Well, I mean, if I try to get up there to take them off the ceiling anyway.
That you can look at and see, like, and yep.
Well, that would be ideal. Yeah. If all of them are like, we're good.
I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
I mean, right now, no one's living in that room.
Keep you up at night.
No one's sleeping in that room right now. So I figure, like, if there's one that's going to fail, that should be the one, right? And
I don't know that that's true. I think that's the worst one to fail.
No, because he won't, like, I don't know.
That means you're not going to know that the smoke is coming out of the room.
But why would that room even be on fire? Like, there's nothing happening in there.
I don't know. Electrical fire or something. I don't know. I think you want the fire to start somewhere where there's people, so that they would. So. I mean, if you're talking about faulty smoke detectors,
I don't know.
Because then they become the smoke detector.
No, because would they in their sleep? Would they die in their sleep? And now you got 2 problems. All the paperwork
still be small,
and you didn't. Because
if you put it in a place that doesn't have any people and nobody detects it for like an hour, Well, then the whole place is blazing before anybody is aware.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know about this.
But I definitely see how this is going to be a thing that you worry about.
I changed the furnace filters also yesterday because I'm in the garage. What else can I do while I'm in the garage? Furnace filters.
Do you not find yourself in the garage very often?
No, why would I?
I don't know.
I'm not like you. I don't actually use the garage for my cars because my car's too long.
Okay. The car's too long?
The car's too long. I've told you this. My car, the Honda Accord.
I didn't know it was too long.
It technically isn't. It does fit, but it's like you get like a smidge. Maybe it's like an inch.
Yeah, ours is like that.
And once I do that, like, what's the point? Because Michelle I can't get it into the garage and Michelle's car be parked unless it's like parked perfectly on the edge of the driveway. Yeah. I can't get in that angle like that. So we just park outside. He'll be damned. It's like whatever. So I'm changing the furnace filters, and I got to tell you, when I was about to spend I don't know, 12, 13, 14 grand on the new HVAC system and AC and stuff. Yeah. The one thing I was all excited about, it was a lot. It's like 2 units and all that stuff. Yeah, it's a lot. I was like all excited about like the furnace filter situation because I figured, are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay. You don't have any smoke or anything going on, do you?
Not right now.
Okay.
I'm psychosomatically now thinking there might be because we're talking about it so much.
I thought for sure that after, the original furnace that was there was 20 years old, and all these other furnaces in places where I've lived recently, they were kind of about the same. And so the furnace filter situation just sucks. Like it's in the worst spot. It's hard. You have to like unscrew little things and like get the thing off and then try to like pull it out, and it never wants to come. It's always sitting there too snug, and then it's just it's a mess. It's a hot mess.
It bends weird.
Hate it. Yes. So I don't know why they design it like that. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. So I was all excited. I'm like, at least it will be easy now to get to the furnace filters, right? No, because there's been no innovation in furnace filter placement apparently in 20 years. Like,
yep.
Why?
But ain't broke, don't fix it.
Clearly broke. The people who design these things, I don't know. Do they not change their own furnace filters?
Yeah, isn't that? Yeah, like surely you find this just as frustrating as everybody else. I mean, why are you designing this to be that frustrating?
I don't get it. And the little thing, the PVC pipe thing that comes off to that there's a shut-off valve attached to it. So if the water ever begins to back up from the drain thing, it will shut everything down, right? Mm-hmm. That thing's right there because it's at the bottom. You know what else is at the bottom? The filter. Like, why would you put two things in the way? Like, it doesn't make any sense. So here I am. At least I don't have to deal with little screw things like that are going to rust away. This has little plastic clips that I know are going to break.
Yes.
They were practically broken when they installed them. I can tell. Like, I'm like, this is
that way.
The most flimsy, crappy piece of this is the kind of like little toggles they put on, like there's pieces of plastic with the Millennium Falcon. Like they're going to break off.
Right. Or that tab that's on an Ethernet cable. That sucker comes
or the back of a pen.
All the damn time.
It's this. It's like put this thing on the. It's like the piece of. I think this plastic on the back of this pen is actually stronger because I can feel it flexing. There's no way that tab on the furnace
that's going to be brittle as hell. And it's on a furnace, so there's like some heat and stuff, and then we got the heat of the weather. That's all going to make that stuff brittle as hell.
And then what am I going to do? What am I going to do? I'm going to have to duct tape
Scotch
it or something.
Tape. Yeah.
Scotch tape.
That's where the Scotch tape came from.
I don't understand why would you have this like sophisticated system and blah, 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 and then you have this. So, but I did change it. And,
joys of home ownership, right there.
It did worry me a little bit because the one filter I pulled out, both have not been changed in the same amount of time. Mm-hmm. And the one filter I pulled out, it looked perfectly clean. Yeah. And the other filter I pulled out looked, it's like, okay, this is, got some stuff
about
on
right,
it.
yeah. And they're not on the same air path, and one of them is behind the other.
Two different handling units.
Yeah.
Two different zones.
Weird.
You right? So I'm like, where's it
it's
all
either
going?
Not moving air at all.
Where's it all going? I don't know what's going on. It made me wonder, like, is there another filter somewhere I should be changing? Because we don't have that we didn't have that kind of system before.
Right. Could be. You got a whole different filter. It's a vestigial filter.
And I'm gonna find out like 6 years from now. Everything's gonna break down, and Charlie's gonna come out and he's gonna say, "Well, I see you got your problem. I found your problem here. You have this filter you haven't changed in 7 years.
There's a friggin' Afghan on this thing.
Like, why? Why didn't you change it? I didn't know it existed, Charlie. I didn't know it existed. Wow, someone should have told you that they existed. It was your company, Charlie. Oh, I don't know what to tell you. You're out of warranty. Thanks, Charlie.
Right on schedule.
I know. Michelle's the AC in Michelle's CRV is up, and take it in. Apparently, there's like 2 hoses involved, like one like exhaust hose and one, what's the opposite of exhaust, like intake hose or something? I don't know.
Yeah,
and like, okay, a couple hoses, right?
Yeah.
$1,500 is what they're gonna want to. $1,500. Like, what kind of hoses are these? Like, do they call it hoses because that's what what's happening to me? Like, is that what?
Yeah, you're getting hosed. Right. That's where that comes from, actually.
Why? And then so I'm like, oh, but wait, I bought that warranty thing. I have that that thing that you buy that they get you to buy, like
yeah.
Oh, okay. So
thing, yeah.
because I'm just outside of the because we bought in 2018, so we're just outside of the 3-year like bumper to bumper stuff, of course. Like, and so. But it's okay. I had this extra warranty that I was sold like then, and like, I find the piece of paper. Like, I'm proud of myself. I still have it. Pull it all out. Pull the papers out. Flipping through. Reading the fine print. I go online. Oh, I have this kind of plan. I get online. Blah, 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 blah. I'm looking at it. I'm like, son of a biscuit. Basically, yeah. Like anything else that's wrong. Except for something that's going to wear and tear, like a hose, like hoses.
Except for something that, like, it doesn't cover things that will wear and tear. Isn't that the whole car? Isn't that like the whole point?
Like something that's supposed to break down. I don't know. Like,
it seems like every
it's in the same category. It's in the same category as
tires,
is what I'm saying. Like tires, you kind of expect because they're on the outside of the car and they're touching the road all the time, right?
Like, hoses can't be in that category.
Apparently because things run through them. I don't know. But like hoses are in there.
Again,
it's not like I looked.
And what
was I supposed to do? Like look for the fine print about hoses when I was buying this thing?
Clearly.
And so I look
now I'm wondering about my hoses.
I'm telling you, everything else was covered. Like you name it, like all the expensive stuff, but hoses. And I'm thinking like, this is why it's $1,500.
Yeah, because they're like, these guys think they're covered.
I'm surprised they didn't try to sell me a new car.
You can almost get one.
I said that to Michelle. Hoses. I said, well, here's the deal, Michelle. We actually have, I don't know how this is possible, but we have equity on the car, even though we still owe money on it. I don't know why. I should just pay it all. Anyway, but it's a really low interest rate. And I just have the car payment.
Mm-hmm.
But it's worth like a good $7,000 more than what we owe on it.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I'm like thinking about this. I'm like, so $1,500. maybe you should just get a new car. Like why not? Like why? So I said this to her. I was like, don't you want a new car? She's like, I don't know. I kind of like the CRV now. I'm like, And then Florida has this weird thing where if you do a trade-in, you don't pay sales tax.
Oh, really?
The car, or it's like there's some I don't know.
Weird.
Stupid car related industry lobbying effort. I swear I didn't plan on coming in and complaining about like appliances again and cars, but here we are.
And yet here we are.
So you had a thing.
I had a thing.
You had a thing.
Yeah, I had a.
I'm gonna try to. Do you remember what it is, or do you?
Well, I remember what one of them is. I think I might have done another one, but I don't remember that one.
You've had a few moments this week, so.
Yeah, see, that's what I mean. I don't usually have as many moments.
You really don't, but I want to find a good one. No, that's mine. Hold on. Okay, here you go. What were you gonna say?
Was the one about the backup singers?
Yeah.
Yeah. So here's the thing. So we get into this discussion the other day, Emily and me, and I don't remember if we were listening to the song bad or just thinking about the song bad.
Like Michael Jackson bad?
Yeah.
Okay.
And talking about how in that song, the backup singers are saying bad, bad, but they're also saying really, really bad. And how not bad it is to be referred to as really, really bad. You know, like bad, bad, really, really bad. And it's kind of funny that they're describing him as really, really bad. But that got me thinking on a similar subject, which is what is the role of the backup singer in the song? Now, it's different from song to song, but the difference that I kind of think of the most that I don't like when I hear in a song is you've got the singer of the song is, let's say it's a love song. And so the gist of what he's singing is, I really, really love you. And the backup singers are saying, I really, really love you. Like they're everybody singing the same song.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So we figure that the song is just a song this guy is singing. Right.
Uh-huh.
But what's funny to me, some songs are just, I love her, and that's fine. But I'm talking about specifically songs that are I love you, because it implies a communication between this person and the person that he loves, right? So there's two people there. Instead of a soliloquy like before, we now have like a monologue delivered to another person in the scene. And the thing that always makes me laugh is when the backup singers, like he's like, I really, really love you. And the backup singers say, he really, really loves you.
Oh, third person. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. The backup singers refer to the singer in the third person.
So you got to give me an example now, because I'm dying.
So like, let's see. Oh yeah, it put me on the spot here.
Yeah. Any
seems
song.
like there's a Queen song that does this.
A Queen song.
Yeah, and it's not necessarily I love you.
Queen is known for their love ballads.
But he,
maybe an Air Supply song.
I can't think of one now off the top of my head.
How about a song with Michael McDonald as the
Michael McDonald?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Michael McDonald.
The point is,
Michael McDonald. Hold on. No, you can't. Hold on. No. We're gonna.
How are you going to Google this?
Oh, because I'm just looking for Michael McDonald songs.
Well, that's a gamble.
Because McDonald has also performed as a prominent backing vocalist on numerous recordings by artists Steely Dan, Criss Cross, and Kenny Loggins. Yeah, so we can do this. Okay. We can do this.
Now, is that Criss Cross?
Christopher Cross.
I think it would be funnier if he was a backup singer for Criss Cross, because they will make you jump.
Right,
but
you keep going. I'm going to find an example.
So my point is that them saying he really, really loves you, or going into the third person like that, sort of implies that they're also in the scene with the person singing. So it's like the guy.
Well, of course they are, though.
But the thing is that not usually, like he's like, they're just singing the same song, but now they're like there as his advocate. They're sort of like, we totally vouch for this guy. he really, really loves you. He won't shut up about you. We're getting sick of it, to be honest. You know, it's almost like a guy has brought these 4 other people with him to profess his love for whoever it is that he loves. But it's just kind of a funny thought and a funny image in my head when I think of that. And
it's a funny. I looked up the song "Ride Like the Wind" by Christopher Cross.
Yeah,
you know that song, right?
Sure.
And I've got such a long way to go to make it to the border of Mexico. That's Michael McDonald singing that part as a backup.
Okay, cool.
Like that's what's awesome about.
Is he talking about Christopher Cross in the third person, going,
yeah.
he's really got to make it to Mexico?
When he's saying, and I've got such a long way to go, he's being Christopher Cross in that moment.
Well, see, that's my point.
He's not really. He's Michael
he's
McDonald.
Singing the same words that Christopher Cross is singing, so he's singing the same song.
Right.
The he people are also characters in this little play.
Yeah.
Which is funny to me.
Yeah. I'm with you. Now, I'm not going to be able to listen to music the same way. Thanks for that.
Good. That's my point. That was my...
Why?
That's my goal.
Why would you do that? I feel like I need to look up bad.
Well, that one, I don't know that... It may have the fact that they refer to him. Surely, because I think Michael Jackson would like other people confirming that he is indeed bad. In fact, really, really bad. And
I'm bad.
so I would imagine that one is.
Bad. You know, it's funny to look at the lyrics of these songs. Like, because I'm bad. Come on. Bad, really bad. In the parentheses, those are your backups. Bad, really bad. You know, I'm bad. Come on, you know. Bad, really bad, really bad. You know, I'm bad. Come on, you know. Bad, really bad. And the
you
whole
know
world
a lot of things, and you really need to come on.
Answer right now, just to tell you once again who's bad.
I guess they say bad, because I always think that they might be saying he's bad, really, really bad.
Well, they may at some point.
Bad,
they might,
really, really
they might.
bad.
Sometimes I also don't agree with what the lyric people say. Like I know that's what you say you're saying.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, when you read lyrics for a song and you know that's not
what you're saying.
Yeah.
And is it just me, or do you also, maybe other people too, find that there are just, I don't want to say most, but a plethora of songs that there's no freaking way you will know what the words are unless you look it up. No possible way.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah. I listen to songs, and people sing these songs. They belt them out. Like, I see them like, they're like sing. Like, how do you know the words to the song? How do you know that you know the words of the song?
How'd you go from those words to that sound?
Because they don't sound, that doesn't sound like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just me.
And I wonder if that's like, I mean, back in the day, if you got like cassettes didn't always have the lyrics in them. And when you got one that did, that was kind of like bonus, you know, because now I can finally see what some of these lyrics are, because I have no idea.
Or if you have somebody like Billy Joel, you just have to listen to the song. I mean, clear voiced. Yeah. Elton John. Elton John, really well. Elton John every once in a while does a weird thing where you're like,
yeah.
What did you say there? Is that Dear Johnny? I think he said Johnny. Is that Johnny? Yeah, it's Johnny.
Yeah, is it like Honky Cat and things like that? You know, there's some areas where he's
he makes up words. That doesn't help.
That also, that's no good.
Yeah.
Well, it's like a Seal's Kiss from a Rose. I don't know that I still know what the heck he's saying in a lot of that song. I love that song. It's like one of my favorite songs of all time.
Why did you bring that up? Dude, like I was just having this conversation with Zach and Kristen, who friends of the show, who Seals was playing at.
Zach listens.
In fact, no, it was on lunch break. And Seal was playing at the Contemporary Resort grounds, and it's that song.
Yeah,
it's always that song, and it seems like it's on all the time there, and it's just weird. It's a weird song.
It is a weird song.
And now we're gonna.
I love the song, but it's weird. But yeah, Kiss from a Rose on the grain on the.
Well,
on the
the first that starts off with ba da da ba da 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 da
Well, yeah.
da ba da da ba da da ba da 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 ba da
It's not a
da.
Kid Rock song.
It's important to put that in the lyrics.
Yeah.
Because, you know, if you were doing
And
karaoke.
who decided that they needed to spell it that way?
What? I don't even,
And then there's some ya's in there.
and then, oh, right. Doesn't it go, there used to be a graying tower alone.
No,
on the
what?
sea."
Is it a graying tower?
I have to hold on. I'm bringing seal and I gotta get my seal on here.
You're breaking the seal.
There used to be a graying tower alone on the sea.
So it is graying tower?
Graying
That's what it sounded like, and I never thought that made sense.
It's weathering. It's weathering, probably.
Yeah, okay.
I can't do that. You became the light on the dark side of me. Oh, that sounds terrible.
Love remains.
Oh, I hit that though. Love remain a drug. Oh God, I didn't practice.
Drug
I didn't know we were doing karaoke today.
What pill, right?
Love remain. Love remained a drug that's high and not the pill.
That's the high and not the pill.
That's the high and not the pill. But
So that makes sense.
did you know that when it snows, my eyes become large? But doesn't he say larger?
Well, it's hard to say because there's a and after the end. But
large and the light that you
becomes a
shine
large and the light that you shine can't be. The light that you shine can't be seen,
can
or
be
is it
seen.
can be
Because
seen?
my eyes become larger and the light. Because it's a question. But did you know that when it snows, my eyes become large and the light that you shine can be seen? What in the heck does that have anything like?
Yeah.
Why? They don't even make any sense.
It's just poems.
The first part, okay, there used to be a graying tower alone on the sea. You became the light on the dark side of me. I get it. You're a beacon of light. That makes
lighthouse. Yeah.
total. That makes that metaphor make sense. Love remained a drug. It's the high and not the pill.
Yeah, it's just the high, like the upsides only, no downside.
But did you know that when it snows, my eyes become large and the light that you shine can be seen? What's the but?
Yeah,
why is there a but? Why is there a but? Like, he's all good things, right? Like, there used to be a graying tower alone at sea. That was me. That's him, right? He's the graying tower.
Right. Yeah.
Then she or he comes along, whatever. They come along.
He had the light. He used to have the light.
Become the light on the dark side of me.
The light.
No. You become the light on the dark side of me. So the
light side of him doesn't need a light.
Well, right.
So that's basically saying I need you sometimes.
Love remain. Oh, I don't know about that. I was thinking like you complete me kind of thing, but okay. Love remain a drug that's the high and not the pill. I still, you understand
that's kind of a non
sequitur. I do. Okay. But did you know? But that's the thing. Like, so the but you're waiting for. But he's about to like drop her, right? He's about to like say,
right.
I don't really need you.
But you smell funny.
Right. But I have to go. No. But instead he's like, but I also like milk and chocolate chip cookies.
Right.
Like, but did you know that when it snows, my eyes become large? I don't understand that. And the light
know why that is.
that you shine. Now we got the light reference, right? We got that. The
The
light that you shine can be seen.
But is it only when it snows? I can't tell
because she was the light on the, or he or she or whatever, they were the light on the dark side of me. But when it snows, he can see it. So his eyes become large. So he's like a rabbit. He can see behind him. But I don't know what the snow has to do with anything.
Yeah, why is it? Oh, wait. Like if here may it be. Diagram that sentence. So let's say it's kind of like that Pixar short Lava. You got the island that's only looking in one direction. Like he's the light tower and he's only looking in the light side of him because that's where his light is and it's shining out, right? But she is the light on the dark side of him, which is behind him. But he can only see her light when it's snowing because her light reflects off the snowflakes.
But what's that to do with his eyes becoming large?
I guess when he sees her light, he goes, "Whoa," and is amazed at it. But I don't know why that's like
okay. So then the refrain, baby, I compare you to a kiss from a rose on the gray.
See, now you lost me again.
What is that? I feel like I should know what that means. Like the gray, Jason. The
on
gray.
the gray, you know?
On the gray. A rose on the gray.
I'm going to tell you this on the gray.
All of our friends in the UK right now are saying, oh my God, he doesn't know what that is. Of course he doesn't know what a rose in the gray is.
It's just, it's on the gray. Yeah.
The more I get of you, the stranger it feels. Yeah.
Yay.
And
I couldn't come up with something that rhymed with gray. So I'm just going to go, yay!
And now that your rose is in bloom,
yellow,
a light hits the gloom on the gray.
On the gray, yeah. On the gray is very important here.
Is the gray the
snow?
But
is it the gray that's his tower that he's...
No, it's a graying tower.
Well, it's now more gray than it used to be, so
So
clearly,
he wraps it up.
There's a non-zero amount of gray there.
We know that time passes because there's a ba-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da-da.
Right.
Ba-da-da.
Which I still maintain there's some yas in there that they have missed.
Oh no, this isn't the wrap up. Sorry, I hit the button that said full lyrics. Like, whoa. There's so much a man can tell you, so much he can say. You remain my power, my pleasure, my pain. Baby, to me, you're like a growing addiction that I can't deny. Won't you tell me? Yeah. Won't you tell me?
What's this one?
Is that healthy, baby?
Is that healthy, baby?
Healthy,
okay,
baby. But did you know that when it snows, my eyes become large and the light that you shine can be seen? Right. Baby.
And he's on the gray again.
Okay. And then I've been kissed on a rose on the gray. I've been kissed by a rose on the gray. I've been kissed on the right. All that stuff. Oh, and there's a parenthesis, a backup singer.
Oh.
And if I should fall, would it all go away? That's in parentheses.
If I should fall, would it all go away?
If I should fall.
Maybe he's the light tower on the edge of the cliff over the ocean. And if he falls off of the cliff...
But no, because he established in the middle that he was a graying tower alone on the sea, not in the sea.
Yeah.
Oh. That could be. If he fall... There's so... Okay. Yeah. Okay. And then he just keeps saying the same thing again.
Well, yeah.
Now that your rose is in bloom, a light hits the gloom on the ground.
Now that your rose is in bloom. And he compares her to a kiss from a rose, but now her rose is in bloom.
Oh, people also ask, according to Google, what does on the gray mean?
Wow.
God, I love Google. There are many interpretations of the kiss on the gray lyric. I don't think like there should be. I feel like somebody along the way should have asked Seal, like, hey, Seal. Because it's what they call him.
I think they have, and I think he's done the thing where he refuses to say.
So, okay, Seal, so what? He'll be like, stop calling me Seal. My name's Al.
Al.
What? Kiss on the gray.
Al.
Some of them involving death, some involving sex, S-E-X, some involving drugs. Some think it's a metaphor for his depression.
Well, it's not the other kind of sex.
So we don't...
S-E-C-K-S.
I said it. I know.
I'm glad you cleared it up. Which sex we're talking about? Or maybe it's sex. S-E-C-T-S, and it's about various offshoots of religions.
It might be. Okay, it might be. It might be. Give me a hard time. I seal you.
Sex, as more than one sect.
Sect. There's a story.
A story like behind the song?
Did you know there's a place called Song Facts? I don't think it's reputable. There's also a site called Smooth Radio that professes to know. I think
I've heard of Song Facts. I probably have stumbled across it as a Google result.
Surely Wikipedia knows. And
Wikipedia, home of the C+ term paper.
Okay, and then there's an interview. So apparently Seal did an interview in 2015. He
officially announced that he's tired of answering questions about this song.
He said of the song, to be honest, I was never really that proud of it, though I like what Trevor did with the recording. He turned the tape from my corner into another. Apparently he's wanted to throw it away. And Seal talks about the long, strange journey that the song went through. He described how the song initially dropped out of the chart. He never explains.
Yeah, that's what I thought. He's not gonna, especially if he's like, I don't even like that song. He's not gonna explain squat.
But don't you feel like
I love Seal, but that's
don't you feel like they have some kind of they have an obligation to?
I don't know that they have an obligation, but I mean,
you can't just throw words.
He didn't write that song and perform that song without knowing it was enigmatic and was going to cause people to ask questions and to be like, it's whatever you think it is. It's like, oh, stop. Then why did you do it if you're not trying to communicate something?
Who was Elton John's
I can never think of his name.
The guy.
Yeah. I can never think of his lyricist, yeah. It's almost as though maybe Google has some insight on that.
Bernie Taupin.
Bernie Taupin, yes.
It's the thing is this, like Elton can come up with this fantastic music.
Ridiculous music,
right?
Man.
And I'm not sure which way it works. Does Bernie come up with the lyrics first, and then Elton comes up with the song?
As I understand it, for the most part,
this before.
He came up with the lyrics first, which isn't, I don't think, the way it usually goes.
Okay, but that's the expectation I have for music. Like, it would be like putting on a play where the words don't mean anything. But
right, yeah.
Or an opera, where it would be a better example, where the sentences don't mean anything, but the set design is beautiful, and the music is wonderful. It's wonderfully arranged and yada yada. But the actors are also doing things, and you're like, that must mean something because that guy got really mad at that guy. But I mean, and then she's really, really sad. It has to mean something because you're telling a story through. Right. You're having conversations. That's what songs are supposed to be.
Communicating ideas and whatnot.
And I get it if it's poetry, like it's poetry and it doesn't always make sense together, like strung together. I get it. I get that. But it has a meaning.
Yeah, it can't be that I have created this thing and I don't care how you interpret it. I don't buy that. I hear that from some artists. But
I think that just means they don't remember.
Or I was they're admitting that it wasn't successful, but they don't want to admit that it wasn't successful.
Oh no! But what about it when it's like this is super successful?
Well, I mean, as a piece of art, like it's as a cultural thing. The song is definitely really good, and I think the music is just beautiful. As much a part of that as the rest of it. But I don't know that. I mean, it does communicate some certain amount of emotion, I would say. Like some melancholy. There's certainly a certain amount of that. There's some longing.
I just want to know what this is like. Because, sometimes there's a song where you like it and you think it's about one thing, and then you listen to you find out what the lyrics are. You pay close attention. You're like, oh. Yeah. Oh. Well, that's not so nice. Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Like every breath you take is about a stalker. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
God, what was the song I thought of recently?
Who Let the Dogs
Cyndi
Out is a feminist anthem.
No, this has Epcot connections. So Cyndi Lauper's
She-Bop.
No, not that one. The other
that one. I like a lot
the
of
Kodak song. It was a Kodak song. True Colors.
Oh, that yeah.
If you just listen to it without paying attention to the words, it's melancholy. It's kind of depressing.
She sees the real you or whatever.
It's a true it has like a down sad kind of,
It's almost like she's comforting somebody in their massive sorrow, and she's saying, I don't worry, I see you for who you really are.
But it's actually a pep talk.
Yeah.
But it's a beautiful pep, like I see your true colors shining through. Don't be afraid to let it show, kind of thing.
Right.
She's not really. There's no actually sadness in the words of the song. Right, but it's
it's the feel of the music that gives it that sort of.
And that bothers me. Songs like that bother me. Like if you're gonna sound sad, be sad. If you're gonna sound happy, be happy. I don't want to be like, oh, happy, 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 happy. Oh, it's about a what? I can't believe you like that song. You know what that song's about? Jack the Ripper. You were dancing to a Jack the Ripper song, and you don't even dance. You're a bad person.
But your friends don't dance. And if they don't dance, well,
no friends of mine.
They're not my friend.
That's right.
You want to talk about a weird ass song?
Okay.
And you want to know something else? When I was whatever the hell age I was when that came out, I got the album. I always listen to the whole album. You want to know that you think that one's a weird song? It's the most normal song on that album.
Oh, really?
That is a very bizarre band.
I can imagine.
Without
hats. I don't know. I'm trying to think if I ever saw.
It's a song about Antarctica. No, not album.
Did they have a music video that went along with the safety dance?
Yeah,
they did.
It was
right?
actually a really well shot music video. It was like at a Ren Fest and all these people dancing around.
Yes.
The maypole and stuff.
Not quite as good as was it Dixie's Midnight Runners? They're
Dixie's, Come on, Eileen.
Come on, Eileen. That
where they're all in the white overalls.
I mean, I'll never get past the armpit, but I don't know why it's weird. It's like you just should wear a shirt under your overalls.
I think he has did
he?
Sleeveless shirt or something.
Are you sure?
I mean, it's it's a tank top or a sleeveless shirt. I want to say, but
okay,
I thought it was something.
I feel like it was like nothing. Like
that's an era of songs that don't mean what they sound like they mean. Like, both 8675309.
That's all I remember from that.
Do you remember who sang that?
8675309.
Another one-hit wonder. Tommy Two-Tone.
Oh, I do remember. Was that his only hit? You sure?
He may, because Jay Giles had a number of songs. That would be like Centerfold and Freeze Frame,
Freeze
and
frame.
all of that. And Jenny almost sounds like it might be from Jay Giles, but it's not. But so you got a lot of songs that are weirdly about like the sex industry.
Was that what it's about?
Jenny.
Oh,
well, yeah, for a good time call. And then Centerfold, of course, is his, high school. The girl he had a crush on in high school ends up in Playboy.
Yeah. Okay.
Which is obvious, But
what I think the all-time, maybe not all-time, for me was one of the all-time reversal of expectations songs was One Night in Bangkok.
Oh yeah. And okay, I can understand that one because it's part of a musical. And so there's a whole friggin' story behind this song that you don't get if you just heard it as a pop song.
Yes. But if you just listen to the lyrics, you can figure it. I mean, the whole story is told. No, it's like
he doesn't explicitly. I mean, he makes chess references when your head's down over your pieces, brother, and all that stuff.
Yeah,
but it's not explicitly.
It is though.
Chess. I don't remember him. Because I mean, if you're not already thinking this is from a musical about chess, it's difficult to discern that that's what he's referring to.
Once you listen to the words, though, you pick it up. That's all you. It's all you have. You just have to listen because he says it in the third line, the creme de la creme of the chess world in a show with everything but Yul Brynner, and then
it's easy to miss that though.
He says it since the Tyrolean spa had the chess boys in it. Like they mentioned it again and again. Chess is
mentioned in there a couple of times.
Yeah.
The chessboards, I mean, I don't know.
The bars are temples, like, they're talking about like what's happening in other places.
Right.
And like
they're in Bangkok and
stay away from that stuff. Yeah.
And all of the whatever, the worldly temptations are surrounding him, but he's concentrated on his chess match. The American is
I love
character.
Yeah. I can feel. I just
played by Murray Head.
I love that song. I do like that song a lot.
Oh, I love that whole musical. The musical is fantastic.
I've never seen it.
It's weird. It's a weird musical.
Really?
But it's really cool.
Is it worth watching?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
It's very 80s, very Cold War. It's about American and Russian, kind of locked in this battle to be chess champion. He's kind of a rock star chess player, and then the Russian guy is sort of being pressured by his government to be good at chess, and so he's in this sort of turmoil and stuff. And it's really good. It's good stuff.
Did they have a running up the mountain montage?
It does not. Oh. It does not. So it is. So Rocky IV, being the boxing version of chess, is probably a lot more exciting, I guess. But the staging is always very strange because it's a kind of I've always seen it done really sort of stylized and weird. And there's always like this almost like a Saturday Night Fever floor, but it's the 64 chess squares, and they're either, they light up white or black, and they're in different shapes. And then of course when they're playing, it's in a chessboard. But it's cool. Neat. It's a cool musical.
So Netflix.
I don't know. I don't know that it has ever been televised. You might have to see it live. That didn't
stop me from finding That's Incredible.
That's true.
Which I found myself fast forwarding
through
the show so I can get to the commercials.
So it does have the commercials in it?
Yes, it's the best.
Okay, for those who don't know, Jason has procured some bootlegs of That's Incredibles taped from
it's legit
television.
Yeah,
because it's got commercials in it. It's not legit. What are you talking about? But I just
bought it from eBay. I didn't know.
It doesn't matter.
That's Incredible. It's like
they're they're literally not selling it anywhere else. So
it's
you're
a problem,
good,
right?
I mean, clearly they're missing an opportunity here.
What is ABC doing? ABC, Disney. Disney probably owns it. It should be on Disney Plus.
Absolutely, it should be on it. If Disney owns that,
yes.
Heck yeah, it should.
Oh, great.
But
bootleg Disney.
But don't hurt anybody because they're watching some bootlegs.
It's so good.
But and then what's the station that it came from?
Oh, I don't know.
Is it a Chicago
it's in LA.
station?
No, it's LA.
LA. Okay.
It's LA. And I just some of the stories are just
incredible.
Fantastic. I mean, yeah, incredible. I mean, like this one I saw last night was this stunt dude, and he's like the junior stunt man. Like you can tell, like here's the real stunt man, and here's the junior stunt man. It's the junior stunt man that they're doing this to, and they have taken these giant inner tubes, like giant truck inner tubes, like the kind of inner tubes you'd see on the most massive truck, like the truck that moves the space shuttle or something, kind of thing. Like giant.
Well,
and the guy can, and they bundled them together with straps, 2 of them, so that this dude could sit in the middle of them. And they're rolling him down this hill in like some part of LA because like they're going to jump him off this ramp.
Oh Lord.
Because and they're trying to set some sort of record for like the longest jump. I don't even know if it was ever done ever. So like anything you do is going to be the record, right?
Right.
But it doesn't matter. So this
he's sort of involuntarily taking part in this.
22-year-old kid is like in this thing, and they have him in there, and they keep doing these test runs. So they're doing these runs like with increasingly long, like larger ramps, and they've created this big net at the bottom of the street. So it doesn't keep going into the Pacific Ocean, I guess, right? And they do like 4 test runs, and I'm thinking to myself, this guy, they're doing like consecutive. It's not like they did it and then a week later they came back. No, they're like doing it again and again. So he's doing this again and again and again, and then they have him come back. He's got a helmet on, and now they even put a neck brace around his neck, like you would do after an injury, but they're doing it before. Right. Like if you have to put that on before, that's an indication that you shouldn't do this.
Might be a clue.
Probably shouldn't do this, right? So they get him in.
If you're already casting the guy up,
and they run him. They run this thing up this ramp, and and then one time it went kind of off, like off kilter a little bit. So it starts like going so far off that it almost takes out a mailbox because they're just on a street, just on a public street. And there's this guy on the side of the road, like, trying to push it back in as they're, like, running with it. And then it almost misses the net at the bottom because it's so far off course. It's going to go around the net. I'm like, it's almost like he's trying to steer it around, but he can't steer. So then they bring it back.
You can hope.
They do the real run.
Hope steering.
And he goes no, because they figured out that to make sure it stays straight, they bring in 2 cars that are going to drive alongside
of it
to keep him from.
The 80s, man.
The one car, like, I guess I don't know. He still gets off, and he like bumps it, so like comes off the ramp and like falls off to the side, and like. And does one thing, like tumbles over, but the wrong direction.
Oh, right.
And he's still in it. He stays in it.
Like a flipping coin.
He comes out and you can see him like holding his neck.
Whoa.
But they go back and do it
brace
again.
Is gone.
They do it again. And then this time they jump it. It's successful. It's perfect. Straight up the middle of the ramp. They jump. It's like 19 feet or something like that. Lands perfectly. Runs into the net. All's good. I'm like, that's incredible. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, no. But wait, there's more. Because... now they bring a limo in, and they park a limo below the ramp because he's gonna try to jump the limo.
Jump over the limo. Okay.
Why?
Evel Knievel this.
Even though they just said he broke a record or set the record, whatever.
No, he didn't break the record for jumping limos.
No, he's trying to break it. Why? I don't know.
Break it or him.
And who did they talk into allowing them to use a limo to like? Anyway, so they run it again.
I'm sure there's a guy whose boss doesn't know his limos out there.
And they run it up the thing, and there's no chance it's gonna make it. You can tell it's like it's not going any faster than it was before. Like, why do you think it's gonna clear this? And then, but he also kind of like comes off the edge at the last bit of the ramp, and so it doesn't get a clean go, and then it like ends up like hitting the back of the car on the way down, but not a clean, like it kind of hits on an edge, so it does the flip-floppy thing again.
Oh god.
Well, I'm sure this guy's gonna die now. He's like, he doesn't. He gets out, and I'm thinking to myself, only in the 80s would they do. I mean, this is like in this early 80s. It's like 1980, 1981. Yeah, it's on TV.
This is on network television. This is like YouTube.
No. 1981. This
was. Tell you, man, stunt people are weird. Because when I was doing As I Lay Dying, my trailer was right next to stunts, and I have never heard the biggest. I mean, it was like they were having WrestleMania in there, and this is off. That when they're in their trailer, number one, all of them are in one trailer, and there were like 6 or 7 of them in there, and it's like they're having Hell in a Cell going on in there all the time. It's sort of like they got together and they're like, hey, I'm gonna try this, and I thought one of them was gonna come through the wall into my trailer, and the guy would just be like, hey, sorry about that, and run back in there. I'm sitting here trying to learn my lines. And I've got,
was it one of your lines? Hey, shut the heck up.
That was like one of them. It ended up being one of them because I learned it while I was in there. But I mean, and it was just laughing and things hitting other things, usually furniture. Don't get the trailer next to stunts. That's the takeaway on this.
And don't press seal for the story behind the songs.
And this tells you just how much of an A-list celebrity I am. Is that the other film I was on? I had the trailer next to what we call the Honey Wagon, which is the Porta-Johns.
Well, at least it was convenient.
I kind of like the stunts one better.
Less questionable noises.
Less questionable smell.
Oh.
Not many less questionable smells. There was a lot of Axe body spray coming out of that stunts trailer. But it was a little better than urinal cakes.
Oh.